thank you, Creator, for all that you do, all that you have done, all you continue to do, and all that is to come. I love you. You know I love you. So I'm not gonna get into what has brought this message about because it's not a message that I received, even though I feel like it is a message that needs to be spoken and heard. So y'all know I got love for everybody. I love everybody because I love life, you know. So it don't matter your color, your race. If you have any type of intelligence, me, recently being able to use my mind to have the intelligence to know that our life is life, which is what I had already been knowing, and our DNA is our DNA. And I knew that even when I was under the curses because I never wanted to see anybody hurt. So now that I got that out of the way, and y'all know it ain't no such thing as race, and it don't matter if your DNA was mixed and you're running around with some sort of spirit being that is covering you. Life is life. Okay, life is life. But I have to say this, and I have to say this. Everybody is a part of the creation, right? We all have life. We all live life. But this system that is set up because everybody was tricked and deceived in one way or the other to serve something that was never supposed to be in the creation doing any sort of thing like has been being done. And what these things that have tricked the creation into serving them has done is, if they have made this corruption and chaos to the point to where people are just in such a state of mind that they cannot see through the matrix of what's going on. Some people, some of them, they just want to be that way. They will become evil spirits on the earth. That's what they choosing to do because they have this hatred in their heart. So my message is if you have some sort of hatred in your heart for a different color because somebody is a different color or they look different, if you are such a judgmental person of that type, then you are a dark spirit. That's just flat out plain and simple. You are a dark spirit. If you have a hatred because somebody looks different than you a dark spirit. You look, you judge a book by its cover, and a lot of y'all judge the book by its cover. You look at it, and just figure, hey, that's what it is, and y'all just go about y'all day. You don't really worry about what's in the book. You just judge it by its cover. And that's the reason why everybody is in the situation that they are in now, because you have allowed people to teach this book to you, and you sat around and they put them curses on you, and you just took it for what it was and ran with it. And that's what it has always been. Being is that I was kept stupid for my entire life. So now that I am able to use my brain and function, and I'm able to read and things of such, I chose to read. Not only did I choose to read, I chose to get the actual words from which the book was actually translated from. Okay, now we didn't have plenty of talks about the book. You can go through some of the videos if you haven't heard those talks. This is my thing. Now, I'm going to say this again. There is no such thing as race. There is only the DNA, the life in the creation. When people get to doing certain things because they are too stupid and illiterate, meaning ignorant, they haven't the capacity to want to get the information that is needed, so they don't. They just take things for what they are, like everybody has done the books that everybody in the world has been raised up on, because the books are actually just put in different languages, you know, with different names, but it's basically the same story. These idiots is running around and they are serving something that is actually putting them up to devious deeds, you know, and that's basically what the book is about. And that's the reason why the book says that you are serving creation and not creator. That's why it says that. But no matter how many times somebody say that to somebody, they'll overlook it and just continue on with their mission, serving what they have been serving, because they are so used to this materialistic world. Now you have some people in this world that is willing to do just about anything to get a penny, you know. And most of that's because they have been trained, brought up into believing that somehow or another, because they have been taught that they are a different race, they feel like they are better than somebody. Nobody is better than anybody. Everybody has life. And if you ask me, anything with life is on the same level because they are living. You know, so for you people that is running around doing these meticulous, dirty, dastardly deeds, I'd advise you to turn from your evil and wicked ways, you know, and truly seek the truth so you will know what's going on. But they don't do this. So what actually brought this conversation that I'm now speaking about on is that y'all know y'all heard me speak about the idiots that constantly do they little deeds downstairs with their little devices and they smells and whatnot and things like this. This is what brought this conversation on. And I said something about it to somebody else, and it's like everything else, you know. It was an excuse made, you know, just like when I said something about the people that's in here with me making smells. It was an excuse made. This really pissed me off. It got me highly upset, but it brought something to my attention that I actually have never even thought about. Now I'm gonna say this again. There is no such thing as race. That being said, all life is DNA. But what brought this to my what has been brought to my attention is if you are a brown skinned person, and you have naturally curly hair, meaning as if you are not using processes and stuff, and you have naturally curly hair, you know, the ones that they called niggas, you know, the ones that they said they brought you over here on ships, you know, you people, if you are brown skinned people, you need to be aware of this. Now, there is no such thing as race. I've never had a problem with anybody. Unknowingly, I didn't know that many of them, many of different colors have had a problem with me. I just overlooked it, you know. Because I never had any hatred in my heart for no reason. It takes a whole lot to get me aggravated and upset, and it takes a whole lot more for me to even be really ready to fight, you know. But for you brown skinned people, everybody else in the world does not have this texture of hair. Everybody else in the world actually has hair that naturally lays down, you know. And when I got to thinking about it, I was like, yeah, that is kind of strange. Not strange, but it's different. It's odd. I'm like, okay, what's going on with this, you know? But in my ranting and raving because of this situation that has been that had popped up about these people downstairs uh, doing what they do, you know, I just was thinking, I was like, yeah, you know what? I never thought about it. I never even thought about it. Like, everybody in the world has hair that lays down. But you brown skinned people that they call niggas and said that they brought you over here on slave ships, which is a lie. You never left here. This is where you have always been. But they have came over here and tricked you into serving something and kept you up under these curses for so long, you just believe the lie. You walking in blind faith because you don't want to get the information that is out here for you to receive. But I'm going to give it to you. The truth. You is not brought over here on no ships. You are not ignorant, so stop calling yourself nigga. The reason why you are ignorant is because you are serving something that we was never supposed to be serving. None of creation was supposed to be serving it. We are not supposed to be serving it either. But we were the last ones to actually fall for the foolishness. And this is the reason why it is so particularly rough and hard in this system for any of us brown-skinned people that they called niggas and lied to and said they brought us over here on ships. Because we were actually the last ones to fall for the foolishness of serving something that we had no business serving. Right? I also want to tell you brown-skinned people that they call niggas and lied to you and said they brought you over here on slave ships this. They have the system set up to where you have 2 birth certificates. This is done because this is the land that you are on, that you were born in. These 2 birth certificates that they have in the way that they have this system set up, if you do not go and get this real birth certificate, it's like you are lost. That's the reason why I tell y'all to go look at that video about the 2 birth certificates. Because once you get your real birth certificate, basically in this so-called system that they got set up that is run by the District of Columbia, and all of them people that run that system, they are all over here and they all are doing better than you because of the way that this system is set up. But they're not supposed to be over here. The corporations are not supposed to be over here. But since we were tricked and deceived in such a way to give up our rights in this so-called false, phony, fictitious system that they have created, they feel like they have the right to do the things that they are doing. Now, I'm telling you brown-skinned people this because these people don't give a fuck about you. They do not give a fuck about you. So, for you people that want to run around and, because this idiot that I had to grow up with, he got nerve enough to tell me that the Migos downstairs is cool and shit. And I'm like, nah, they cool with you, nigga, because you serve the same thing that they serve. They not cool with me. And that's the reason why they keep on pumping poison up in here. Because we not cool. I'm not cool with them. I'm going to tell you straight up and down. And that idiot that used to be on the couch in here, he was all the time introducing me to people that spoke different languages that happened to be either Mexican, Colombian, or Puerto Rican, and I never understood why. But now I know, because they under that same covenant, and that nigga is now a full-fledged demon. So the demon knows those that are sent upon others that are going to do what the fuck they are told, because they are good servants of what they serve. So you brown-skinned people need to get that information about how to get your so-called real birth certificate Because really there is no such thing as paperwork. All of this shit is nonsense. All of it. The only reason why this is going on is because you brown skinned people, you white skinned people, all of you different color people do not want to be free. You love this materialistic world so much that you do not want to be free. You want to continue in this slave system that these demons that everybody have been serving has set up. Now, like I said, it don't, your color and your so-called race, there is no such thing as race, but your so-called race, it doesn't matter. Your color, none of that. You got DNA, you got life. But when you start noticing that particular type of people are around you and they are doing nefarious things like pumping poisons in and things like that, and then you notice that these, might be family members, because these bastards said that we was family members, but me and this nigga ain't the same blood. Did me dirtball bad my whole life. The only reason why I held on to the so-called thicker than blood thing is because I was tricked and deceived into believing that's what the fuck we was, until I got the truth and started reading that book and found out that the actual bloodline comes from the father. So me and this nigga's not even brothers. Just because we come from the same mother, we not brothers. If we didn't come from the same father, we not brothers. We not sisters. We not brother and sister. Now, if you got the same love for a motherfucker, like if I got the love for my peoples and they got the same love for me, yeah. But when you find out that they only pretending like they love you, don't continue to ignore that. Do not ignore that, because they not no kin to you. Them people might look like you and shit, but they'll kiss this motherfucker's ass that got this slick hair and run your life straight in the ground, because they want to feel like they cool with these motherfuckers. And a lot of these people that mix with these people, and them people still don't like them. But they working for them, because they want us destroyed. So you brown skinned people need to wake up. Y'all need to go and get y'all. Everybody need to wake up. If you don't have your real birth certificate, it don't matter your color, race, or none of that. If you don't have your real birth certificate, you need to be looking into that. It's a video on here that explains how to go about getting it. It does not matter your color or your race, but I'm talking to you brown skinned people. The ones that they called niggas and said that they brought over here on slave ships. It's the reason why all of the businesses in America are corporations. Because they not supposed to fucking be over here. And all of the corporations are in the name of the District of Columbia. So why you brown skinned people is running around being cool with every motherfucking body, because they are pretending like they like you, knowing that they hate your fucking guts and they can't wait to see you dead. Because 9 times out of 10, they secretly trying to get you killed, or get you pregnant, or have a baby with you and then get you killed. So, if you brown skinned people don't wake up and start getting this information, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off here and I'm going to leave it at that. But it was on my mind to tell y'all because of this nonsense that had been going on. And I'm like, if this is going on with me, and it was already was going on, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I had just started coming into the truth, but it had always been going on. Because when I thought about it, now that I think about it, and when I was thinking about it, I was like, no matter where I went, it's always been this type of setting around me. But I never paid it no attention. Because like I said, I harbored no hatred in my heart. So I just never paid anything like it any attention. So what I'm thinking, what I now know is when you come into the truth and you a brown skinned person and you are from this land, they trying to get you off. They gonna move people around you with devices, and they gonna try to poison you and all that old shit and act like they buddies with you and shit. And hey man, I can get you I can get you a decent amount of this and then you can sell it.
Here.
Well, I thank you. Thank you. So, Granny brought me some noodles in here. You know, thank you for the noodles. You know, but you brown skinned people, y'all need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been going on for too long. And it don't matter if you think that you doing good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's set up to where no matter what go on, anything that you have in your name is not in your name. Because you running around with these names that has been set up by this system. And that's the reason why I'm telling you that you need to go in and look into getting that other birth certificate that has your name, that will eliminate you out of this stupid system so you can be free from the system. Now, the fight for the world coming into the truth, that's something totally different. But you brown skinned people, being as that this is your fucking land, you need to go and get your birth certificate so you can get out of this dumbass system. So anything that you acquire will belong to you and yours that come after you. Because that's what they've been over here doing. They are stealing land. Not only are they stealing land, but they stealing your life. Like I said before I had got interrupted, they'll offer you something for you to make some money, and then you probably take the shit, and then they gonna make the situation to where you set up to where you get locked up and you don't get to pay for it, or you get chased or something and gotta throw it and you lost, so you ain't gonna be able to pay for it, and then they gonna kill you. And they don't give a fuck about life. They fucking will kill their own. As long as they feel like they getting ahead in the system. So you brown skinned people, really, like I said, any color, brown, white, it don't matter your color. Any color that you are, if you over here in this land that they call America, you need to be getting your real birth certificate with your real name so you can get your ass out of this demonic corporation of the District of Columbia system that they have set up. That's what you need to do. And I'm going to let y'all go on that note. And like I said, there is no such thing as color. There is no such thing as a race. There is only the DNA. But since the system has been so corrupted, we have people with DNA that is just so goddamn dumb. They want to continue to follow its system. The information that I'm giving you is so that we can get away from this dumbass system that they have set up. Alright? Thank you, Creator, for all that you do, all that you have done, all you continue to do, and all that is to come. I love you. You know I love you. I love y'all. Call out to the Creator. Creator of all of existence is the truth. You will know the truth when you call out to the Creator, because the Creator will give you the truth. All of the truth and only the truth. When you receive the truth from the Creator of all of existence, you will know that the Creator of all existence is the truth. Do you speak it